Hello, Internet. Hello, Facebook, and anywhere else this video may appear. My name is Samuel Huber from InclusionTube, which is affiliated with Inclusion Festival, which has started 2 years ago. And this year we're starting up InclusionTube. So we are here today to learn a little bit about people that have participated in Inclusion Festival last year. And we're going to start with a little interview here today. And so take it away. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm Juliana Fetherman. I'm the founder and CEO of Making Authentic Friendships, which is an interactive web app that enables children and adults with special needs to make friends. It matches them based on their age, diagnosis, interests, and geographic location. And it's inspired by my brother, Michael. He's 21. He has autism and ADHD. And, as he gets older, he's been really lonely and aware of his differences. So that inspired me to create this initiative.
Very cool. So tell us about how authentic friendships exactly works. Like what okay, you're helping people on the spectrum make friendships, but how do you go about doing that?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we match them based on their age, diagnosis, interest, and location. So I created a web app. So it's a website that has the capabilities of an app. And basically, you go through the sign up process and we ask you a series of questions. Obviously, your name, email address, all that. Then we ask you your birth date to get your age. And then we ask your zip code. Um, your diagnosis, how hard it is for you to make friends, and then your interests, as personal interests as well as something you would like to do with a possible friend out in the community. And then you create an avatar that looks like yourself. So it's a lot like a Bitmoji. You pick the hair color, skin color, clothing, and that just adds to the game aspect of it. And then at that point, you're signed up and you go to the map and you can see all the other people near you on the map, click around, look at their avatars, see what you have in common, and then you can decide if you want to chat them or not. And then one of my favorite parts is within the chat, there's conversation prompts built in because a lot of times individuals with special needs have a hard time making and keeping conversation. I know that's one of the hardest things for my brother. So that's one of my favorite parts, and everyone really likes that. So it's just suggestions on what to say, like, hi, my name is whatever, how was your day, what did you do today, things like that. And then, you could chat, make friends, and you could earn coins by doing that. So the more you use it, the more you talk to people, you earn coins, and then you could buy things for your avatar with the coins.
Very cool. So why an app? Why not host like actual events where these kids can meet? Why did you decide to make an app instead of like scheduling actual events?
So I decided to do an app because obviously the world is very, technologically advanced, and that's really the way of the future. And I thought through doing events and stuff, and in the future, it's something I might do as I get bigger, like in the big cities and stuff. But I really wanted to do an app because I knew that that would be the fastest way to connect people near and far. So I'm in New York, I live on Long Island, and like obviously I could do things like in my area, but I didn't want to limit it to that. So I decided to do an app, and obviously I'm happy with that decision. We have users in 45 states and 22 countries
Wow.
on 6 continents. So it's really cool because you could chat people from like across the world if you want to, and it's really great for our users because they not only have the ability to chat with people from all over, but they also know that there's a lot of people out there like them and they're not alone. And, that's not only just near them, but also as far as across the ocean that there's people like them. And I think that's really comforting for them.
Awesome. And I wish I had that app when I was younger. 'Cause I myself am on the spectrum, but I had to learn the hard way through trial and error.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely would have liked that tool when I was younger to be able to start conversations. Why do you
Yeah.
think your brother has made such an impact on your life when most of the times, especially as adults, siblings like only see each other like during the holidays or? on that, random meet for coffee? Like, why do you think your brother's made such an impact on you?
Well, I think growing up, obviously, we've always had a unique relationship, and it's brought a really interesting dynamic to our family. I consider me and my family like we're so close, like me and my parents and me and my brother, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that we've always made decisions regarding my brother together. They always include me on those things, and it's always the three of us making decisions because, God forbid one day when they're no longer able to do it, then I get to take over that task. So they want to make sure that I really know everything that's going on. I'm really involved in everything. So growing up, that's always been something they instilled in me, and that's created such a great dynamic and relationship for all of us. Um, it's always been family first, and even when I went away to college, I picked a college that was close enough to home where I could get home easily. And I would do so, come home often, make sure my brother saw me, and obviously he was attached to me, and it was really hard when I left, so made sure that that was something I can get home a lot. And I mean, I live back home now, but in making plans for the future, definitely going to stay close to home always so I could be close to them. But yeah, I mean, I think it definitely differs family to family, but for me, it's just brought us really close. And he has given me all of my best attributes. He's made me see the best in the world and just made me more compassionate, understanding, patient. Really, all of my greatest things come from him. So I'm very thankful.
That's very inspiring. What would you say to any siblings out there who just found out that their sibling has autism? Like, what would you say to them as they're learning this?
I mean, I definitely can sympathize with them because it is challenging at times, of course, and it will be challenging, but I just always try to inspire other siblings and other family members who have loved ones with special needs to just take initiative, which is exactly what I did. I saw a need for my brother and tried to fill that need for him and for others. And when you live it, you have such a like hand up because you live it and you get to see it every day. You don't have to do research, you don't have to do any of that. So, I would just inspire them to try to make life better for their loved ones and, do what you can.
Very cool. So, where do you hope where do you hope that your business goes ultimately?
So as I mentioned, I'm pretty like widespread so far. But of course I want to reach all of the states and all of the countries and just reach as many people as possible. For two reasons. One, I obviously want to help as many people as possible with this challenge. And two, the more people we have on the platform, the more valuable it'll actually be, because then there'll be more people for people to talk to, which is the whole point. So for both those reasons, I really want to reach it as far as I can. I've been very fortunate with lots of amazing opportunities to get my story out there. I've done Today, I've done News 12, I've done Fox, CNN, Lifetime, Forbes. And those are all amazing, but I want to do even more like national.
Like Oprah.
Yeah, I want to be on Ellen. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
I've been writing in almost every day for a year. So I'm hoping when this is over that happens. But just getting the word out on a national scale like that would be so beneficial for our platform and for us to be able to reach more people. So that's a big goal. And just, hopefully being able to keep up with the momentum and just grow and make changes as necessary. There's no rule book and there's no science to it. You just kind of have to go with it. So I'm just going to keep doing the best I can, and wherever it's meant to be and go, it will.
Very awesome. So last year you were at Inclusion Fest. What can you tell our viewers about your experience at Inclusion Fest last year?
Yes, so I was there. It was really an interesting experience. I really love doing events like that because you get to meet a lot of interesting people, not only other vendors, but also obviously people who attend the event. And you just get to hear a lot of stories and perspectives. And your possible consumer gets to see you like for real, which is really cool. You get to have that personal relationship and connection with them. And my family and I always go to these things, and it's just so great to get in front of them for real. Like I said, most of what I do is through social media or through the app. So it's really nice and refreshing to sometimes get that personal face to face experience with people. So, I think if you're in the area and in the, business of this, then definitely it's always a great idea to get out if you can.
Very, very cool. And I always like to end my interviews with the following question. What does inclusion mean to you?
That's a really great question. I obviously talk all about this stuff, but inclusion means to me just, being supportive and understanding of people, regardless of their abilities or, lack of, and whatever they're good at or not good at, and anything like that. You just have to be accepting of that. And it's just what makes the world go round, everyone's different and unique and has different skill sets. And if you just write someone off right away because they're different than you, then you're really missing out, because they could probably teach you something, whether it's a new perspective or a new skill or a new friend. You just shouldn't say, oh, I don't want to talk to them or be their friend or associate with them because they're like, inclusion means that to me.
Very, very, very cool. So how can people get in contact with you if they want to sign up for this app or get involved, or they want to talk to you?
Yeah, so the actual platform can be accessed at makingauthenticfriendships.com. And I'm super active on all my social medias, as I mentioned. So you can message me at Making Authentic Friendships on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and, I'm behind all that. So I love to chat with my users and my people, and I have, so I'm definitely up to talking to whoever, and I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting some new people.
All right, very cool. Before we part, is there anything you would like to say to the Inclusion Tube viewers and Inclusion Fest at all?
No, I just hope everyone's staying safe and healthy during this time, and being productive as much as we can be. And, it'll be over soon. I know it's super hard for everyone, but especially the special needs community. So I definitely just feel for them and hope everyone's good and they can talk to me if they need to.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us today. We hope you have a good one. Bye,
Thanks, you
everybody.
too.
Until next time.